Hello, TikTok family. Just wanted to come on here and say hi to everybody and see how you guys are doing. I'm on my bed with my doggies, my soft pillow. If you joined us last night, we had a wonderful live. I did 3 readings and it warmed my heart. Hi, Kelly. Where are you from, Sunshine? Hello, QVC. I can't tell like the name. I'm trying to see. So I did some readings last night. If you guys were here and you wanted to check on those, I just posted them on my YouTube channel. PAU. Sorry, is that Pennsylvania? I'm just trying to see. I'm from Oregon. It snowed like 10 minutes down the street and then it stopped. So we had some snow this morning. So for those of you just coming on, my name is Julie. Okay, Pennsylvania, California, and Colorado. I feel like I'm singing that song. Take me home, country road. Come on, everybody, to the place I belong. Nevada, West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Tracy from Colorado. Nice. Kelly says same. It snowed and then it just melted. Yeah, where I belong. You singing with me, Kelly? Thanks. So I went on here and I did some readings last night. And I just find it fascinating that this gift that, to be honest with you, oh, thank you, I have a good voice. My family would beg to differ, so thank you. I do love to sing, but I don't think that's what I'm going to do for a career anytime soon, but I appreciate that. I did love singing lullabies to my babies, though. Oh my gosh, my kids are older now, so I'm not able to do that. But I guess I could still sing to them. And from your Kenya from California, sending love back to you as well. You guys, I'm not going to lie, I have to stay off the news today. I have to. After COVID, and then California and Oregon had our fires, and then my daughter had a crazy reaction to the vaccination because she's asthmatic. It was like, I'm done. Do you know what I mean? I care so deeply, but I'm done. I'm like, you too, huh, Jenna? I'm vibrating. I'm like shaking because it's like, how much can we take? Do you know what I mean? And so I'm praying for them, praying for what's happening to those beautiful children in Texas. And I'm so much of an empath. I have to just stop for a while. Stockton, California, Montana, hello. I can't do any thoughts on Russia right now. I'm shaking today. Brittany says she is too. I can't even comment. All I can do is come on here and spread some love, which is what I'm hoping to do. So for some of you coming on, my name is Julie and I'm a psychic medium. From Arizona. Hey, Tracy. I have some clients out there as well. Yes, pray for Ukraine, please. Praying for Ukraine. In Texas, it's just for trans kids. I have friends that are both trans and gay, and I can't stand it. I can't see where you're saying you're from. In New Zealand. Okay, hi. So for those of you just coming on, some people will message me after this, and I am a psychic medium, and I do readings both by phone and Zoom. And you can check out my bio here in the link tree, or you can just go to it's called Peace, like peace, spreading peace. Hi from Fresno, California. I have a friend that lives over there, not too far from you, Sunshine. So, what was I going to say? So I do those kind of readings, and people always say, "How do I get a reading?" It's in my bio. I don't know how to tell everybody. If you're not technical, I made everything very simple. But if you don't want to go to my link tree in my bio, it's just peace, PEACE -serenity.com. And you can just go through there and book a reading. Oh, Portland, Oregon. I'm your neighbor. I'm over in Tigard. I'm in Tigard, Oregon. So my sister lives in Portland, and it snowed over there, and it did not snow here. So it's so funny. From Indiana. Nice. Hi, lover of music. Thank you for joining us. From Buffalo, New York. Look at that. In Selwood. It did. Okay. I'll have to look over there. But it melted, right? Said it snowed in Selwood, but I think it melted shortly after. Oh, my goodness. Florida. Hello. I have Lisa's from Florida. I have a friend, Megan, that lives in Florida. Woohoo! Butterfly bookworm. Hi, honey. We got Sunny. How are you? It's been freezing here in Colorado. Negative temps. That's what I heard. And I just literally put out a couple of flowers for my hummingbirds, and I had to bring them in because they were freezing. I swear, every time I get a feeling sad, you pop on. Oh, butterfly bookworm. Good. Hello from Los Angeles. Yeah, my son lives down there. Going to school in Irvine. Knoxville. Yeah. Well, let's all just come in here into a safe, cozy. I have like my beautiful pink, soft blankets, pillow things. And I'm sitting here on the bed with my dogs. I'm a psychic medium. I do readings via Zoom and phone. If you're ever interested in get a reading, you can check out my bio. If you were here last night and want to rewatch the readings that I did, hi from New Zealand. You can check it out on my YouTube channel. If I give you a reading, I'm going to repost it over there. How do you control your empath abilities? I truly am. My anxiety is through the roof. I got you. Hi from Canada. Alberta, Canada. Hey. Hey. I had some friends that were from there, and they would always go, hey, Julie. Hey, how's it going, Jules? Like they would talk like that. Due to the world, things around us. Okay. So is your name Britt? This is one of the things that I do. I have to get a green drink. This is celery and lemon. And I have to cut back on my sugar and caffeine. It looks horrible, I'll admit, but it is so good. It is so good. I do not see spirits anymore. When I have a book called I Am Home for anybody who's interested in reading about my abilities or to want to know if you have like abilities for you. Someone's like, KFC doesn't have mashed potatoes. Okay. Good to know. Thank you for telling us that. But when I was about 5 years old, I have this book called I Am Home, and it talks about a lot of questions that people had about my ability. And so I always share things like that now on here, but it's also in my book if anybody's interested in reading it. It's called I Am Home. It's on Amazon. So let me go answer that question for you. I used to see spirits, but when I was about 5 years old to 12 years old, off and on, I asked them to stop showing themselves to me. But the first experience I ever had, I was about 5, and my grandmother came into my room, and I was just getting ready for bed, and she was looking at me, and I know she was like she was talking to me, but she wasn't saying anything. And I was like, Grandma, let me go get my mom because I don't know what you want. So I went into the living room and I said, Mom, Grandma's here. I don't know what she's trying to say to me. She goes, no, sweetie, Grandma lives across town. Did you forget? Let me go tuck you in bed. You must have been dreaming. But I knew I wasn't dreaming because I hadn't gone to bed yet. So my mom took me back in my bed, laid in my bed, kind of fell asleep. And I woke up the next morning to my mom telling me that my grandmother had called and or that we had a call that my grandmother had passed away. And so my mom came in and talked to me, and she said, Grandma went to heaven last night. And I said, oh. And she said, that must have been what she was trying to tell you last night. She must have been going to heaven, Julie. And I loved my mom for that because she confirmed that I had a gift. She didn't make me feel weird. I mean, we were straight up Irish Catholic, going to church and catechism and baptized and confirmation and all that. And she did not make me feel bad about my gift. So I saw a spirit then, and I used to see a spirit when I was younger that I just asked to go away because I obviously I was young. I didn't know how to help her. She was scaring the crap out of me. So now I don't see them. I'll see, hear, and feel things for reading, for when I read people, but I don't see spirits anymore because I asked them not to show me that way. I don't want to see it like that. Lily, I'm not charging for readings tonight. I'm just going to be offering a couple readings here in a moment. What's everything going on in our world, I have no control over as much as I've been praying for everybody. Thanks, Jenna. I'm going to try to do a couple readings here. Can I ask anybody, and Jenna, can I ask you, have you lost anybody, or do you have a brother? I'm going to randomly be doing some readings. I'm going to try my best, Cecilia, to get to people, but let me see. When Jenna's talking to me, there's something there. No? Whenever I looked at your name and I heard brother, so I don't know if your uncle is passed, if your dad is passed, or your dad's uncle is passed, or someone's brother, your mom's brother. But I look at your name and I hear brother. That's interesting to me. Last night's readings were so sweet. I rewatched them this morning, and one lady was missing her husband, and I could smell like his cologne, and it was obsession, and she's like, oh my God, that was his cologne. Let me see if I can do a reading. So this is what I do. I'll say, like, God and angels, please show me what I need to know. So if you guys put your name, who you want to hear from, I'm going to just like randomly pick. And I don't have a moderator on tonight. So once I pick somebody, if you guys could do me a favor, I did this last night, said I used to be a preschool teacher. Once I pick somebody, I need everybody to sit crisscross applesauce with good manners and not talk while I'm doing a reading, okay? I don't want to have to mute you. I'd love you to be in on this beautiful little area that we're creating here. So please try not to do that. Okay, hold on one second. Lily. So Lily, you want to hear from your dad. So everybody, what I said, everybody sit crisscross applesauce, nobody comment. I won't be able to answer even if you're like, I'm just going to shoot some in there. She'll answer. I won't. I'll end up muting you. So let's have good manners. And it's Lily Perry, and you want to hear from your dad. Lily Perry from your dad. So I don't know why, Lily, I keep seeing like this. Oh, that'd be great. I forgot we have Lover of Music. Yes, if you could moderate. So we do have a moderator, and they will just moderate things for us, including muting people that are not asking. So your dad is crossed over. Thank you, Sunshine. Moderator, you're great. Can I tell you something, Lily? I'm going like this to my head. Did your dad love his hair? Did he lose his hair? Did he wear a toupee? Did he have a head injury? I'm going like this, and I'm wondering what your dad's trying to show me. Yes? Okay. So he's showing me that. I don't know which one it is. Can you tell me if it was hair or head injury with your dad when he goes like this? And he says that you're daddy's little girl. So are you the only girl, or were you the baby in the family? And I'm supposed to be talking about a picture with mouth. Okay, lost his hair from cancer. That's why he'll show me that. Can I tell you, some dads were such jerks in life. I feel like your dad was a good guy. Do you know what I mean? Because I feel like he's like, even with cancer, he was trying to have a good attitude. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? And you were his favorite. That's why he's like my little girl. So some dads are just like assholes, and here's your dad going through cancer, and he's nicer than most dads who are healthy. Does that make sense? So I'm so sorry that you lost your daddy, but I'm just saying, like, usually when I do readings, like 98% of it is like, I'm apologizing for them being an alcoholic, or they went MIA, or you know what I'm trying to say? So I'm so glad your dad was just a really good guy. There's a picture that he's laughing about, and he makes me feel like, do you know how people have, moderator, you can do whatever you want with that. Thanks. You know how, thank you, moderators, like I'm on it. I love it. Safe environment here. We're so good. So you know how when I want to say like in the 70s or 80s or 60s, they would joke like that people cut the curtains out of their clothes out of curtains, but like I see matching outfits. So in your family, when you were, I feel like younger, I don't see it being teenager, but when you were younger with you and your siblings, did you guys have matching outfits for pictures? Like we never had that. We were not organized. We had 6 kids. My mom would never have been able to make us all matchy. Or is there a twin? Because I'm seeing like matching outfits. But I want to laugh and say like something was cut out of like a curtain or something. So did your mom make all of your outfits like the same? Yes, my mom made us matching things. Okay, good. Because he's showing me that and he's laughing. Like you guys look at pictures now and you're like, what was she thinking dressing us like that? Does that make sense? There were 8 of us. Okay, that's why I'm seeing this, because I had a family of 6 and I kept seeing like the Brady Bunch. So I don't know if you guys like joked around that you were the Brady Bunch family, but he shows me that, okay? And I don't know if there was a certain doll that you had, or like when I was younger, I had a doll called like Mrs. Beasley, and I kept seeing that. So I don't know if there was a special doll that you had that you walked around with a long time, but I'm seeing that. Does that make sense to you? She's like, LOL. So this is all funny. So one of the things I know is your dad, when he comes through, he's like, I got your nose. Like he's like-hearted. Hi, SF baby. We're just spreading some good energy here on some pink soft pillows, doing some readings. Tony the tiger. Okay, he's laughing. He's like, it was something like she would carry this doll around. You need to talk about the doll. I was like, okay. And it's so funny. So I haven't seen this forever. But Carol Burnett used to go like this. Like she would tug at her ear. I can't remember why. Oh, yes, he said that. Okay. Yeah, so see, one of the things is like, did he watch Carol Burnett, or is somebody's name Carol Burnett? Or there's something about tugging on the ear. Did someone have like an ear problem? I haven't seen that forever, but I know on the Carol Burnett show, he always moved his ear. Okay, like that. Like I feel like I'm tugging on my ear. So that was like a thing he would do, okay? Cars. Have you been looking for new cars? Did you get his car? Like, I want to say something like that. And I have to ask then, he could move his ear. Like when, oh, I see what you're saying. He could move his ear. Okay, I see what she's talking about. So did you have his car, or you've been looking at cars? He literally just said car. And I appreciate any other mediums on here, but please hold your comments even if you're a medium. Bought him a car. Okay, then that's just his way of coming through and showing me that. I want to say I need to talk about a bridge or playing bridge. I literally just bridge. Does bridge mean anything to you? Like, is there a bridge that he's talking about, or bridge? I don't know why I just heard that. Bridge over troubled waters. No, I'm just kidding. Did you guys play bridge, like bridge the cars? Or is there a specific bridge or something that's by your house? Or is there bridge over troubled waters, that song? Does Elvis sing that song? Yeah. Like a bridge over troubled waters, I can lay me down. In Florida, we always cross bridges. Okay, that can be it, but for him to bring it like so clear, it was like someone plays bridge, don't they? Like like it was like significant, but that's okay if it's something like that too. And if you did something like when you went over the bridges, if you held your breath or something like that, he's bringing those up for a reason. Can I tell you, I almost feel like he feels like nobody's good enough to be married to or to be with you. Does that make sense to you, Lily? Like, I feel like nobody's good enough for you. According to him, nobody's good enough for you. Does that make sense? He's so funny. He's so funny. That's Simon and Garfunkel. Okay, thank you for saying that. Oh my God, yes? Okay, perfect. And I'm channeling, so I don't even remember what I just said. So funny. So let me see if there's anything else that he's trying to say. I know that he loves you very much. And he tells me that you still talk to him all the time. Thank you, moderators. You still talk to him all of the time. Do you know what I mean? And there's like a J or G sound. So I don't know if his name is John or Johnny or Joseph or Joe, but I feel like there's a J name, either J or G sounding name that he keeps showing me, but it must be J because he literally keeps showing me a J. But like, keep talking to him. He hears you. Do you know what I mean? He'd always say, I got your nose. And how funny, at the beginning, I was like, I got your nose. Do you know what I mean? Who's Jimmy then? Is that your dad's name, Jimmy? This is so cute. Literally showing, it's like John, James, I'm all John, Jacob, Jingleheimer, Schmidt. No, I'm just kidding. You have to like joke around when you do readings because it brings like the energy higher. But see, this is his way of coming through. So if you were wondering, like, I wonder if my dad's around. I wonder if he knows how we honor him. I wonder if he knows that we, yes, your dad's name is Jimmy. How would I know that? See? And it's so cool. I don't have my book with me. Oh, yeah, I do. I wrote this book. Oh, my gosh, I have to show you this. Hold on, everybody. I'm actually cuddled in my bed with my doggies. Hold on. My dogs are like, what is going on? I'm not trying to make you guys all dizzy. Hold on. But I wrote this book. Hold on. And this is what he kept showing me. Whoops. Nope. I'm flipping the camera. Hold on, you guys. We're doing all kinds of crazy things here. Mirror your video. Okay, there we go. So this is a book I wrote. It's called The Adventures of Jimmy and His Red Jacket. And he kept showing me this over and over again. And I didn't know what he was talking about. And then I forgot about it. And he's like, your book. I'm like, what about my book? Yeah. And he was just trying to show. Because I was thinking, like, are you writing a book? Or why is he talking to me about my book? So it's called The Adventures of Jimmy and His Red Jacket, and I published it like 2 years ago. And it's about a boy who loses his mom, and he finds his jacket, and he thinks the jacket's magical. So he starts making wishes, and it's about this magic jacket and all of his adventures. It's kind of like a cross between Harry Potter and Stand By Me. Yeah, so she says, tell my dad I love him. Sweetie, I'm glad to relay messages, but obviously he can hear you because he was saying that you talk to him a lot. I feel like especially when you're driving and when you're walking outside and he's with you, he can hear you. Okay? Thank you. She says, I'm in tears. You're welcome, sunshine. I love doing this. I was feeling funky tonight with everything going on in the world. And it's nice that when I was growing up, people used to make fun of me for this gift. And now I'm here being as sensitive as I am and giving it as a gift to other people and spreading love and peace. So thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. So thank you. Moderators are working hard at this. For those of you who just came in, my name's Julie and I'm a psychic medium. It does not mean I'm a mind reader. Some people will ask me for a reading and they'll say, I'm thinking of a color. What is my dad saying? And I was like, it doesn't work that way. They don't tell me what color that you're thinking of. But they do, obviously, if you just saw me give Lily a reading for Gem, And Lily, if you're on here, it reminds me of Harry Potter, like Lily and James, right? So 2 peas in a pod. So I'm going to try and do some more readings here. We're just trying to spread the love tonight. And some of you have questions. Let's see, Monica Capellicci, 84. You wanted to hear from your dad, Monica. And if I'm picking one person, you guys, it doesn't mean that your loved ones aren't here. It's just highlighted for me. So Monica, if everybody can stop, sit crisscross applesauce and relax, take a deep breath. Monica, you wanted to hear from your dad. Was your dad in the service, or was your dad a leader or something like that? Or wore a uniform? The reason why I'm asking Monica is I feel like I need to salute. And whenever I go like this, I feel like I have someone I need to salute. Does that make sense to you when I say that? So is your dad like in the Army, in the Air Force? He was not in the service. Was he like, there's something about respect, like I feel like I need to like salute him or stand at attention. So there's something about him that way. Does that make sense? He was well respected. Okay, that's his sign for showing me that. And I'm 5, hold on one second. Is your dad a businessman or something like that? Did he own his own business in the community? Because I feel, and where are you guys from? Are you from New York or something like that? Because all of a sudden I feel like I need to start talking like this. Like I'm like, what is going on? So Monica, where are you from? And where was your dad brought up? He owned a contracting company. Yep, I feel like he owned his own business. I can see that, and like a man of his word. He hated when people lied, because if he made a promise, he made a promise. Okay, Arlington, Texas. Okay, because there's some kind of like accent that he has. Like Texas, I know Texas, but I'm telling you, there's something about like, made me feel like for a minute there I was going to talk like I'm from New Jersey. So I don't know if you have family from New York, either on your side or your husband's side or your side, but I literally felt like I was channeling somebody. He taught to a lot of people on how to make a living with the business. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. And did he ever write a book? Or did he just give presentations? Because I can see that. No, we don't. But he was a huge Yankees fan. That's why. Thank you. That's why. See, how would I know that? So thank you for being open, because he's like, I feel like I need to talk like I'm from New York all of a sudden. And now he was a huge Yankee fan. That was like something that described him. Do you know what I mean? And again, oh my gosh, this is so funny. I don't need to keep bringing up this book, but this book that I just wrote, the dad, it's going to be backwards. I don't feel like doing it. I made the dad be a Red Sox fan in here. So the Red Sox and the Yankees, they're rivals, aren't they? So funny. So he taught a lot of people. Okay, so this is one thing that I know that he's showing me. Okay, Monica, I don't know if that's your friend. Huge sports lover, yeah. And the thing with your dad, though, is he was well known in the community, and I feel like he talked to everybody. So if I ever needed anything, like if I needed like my car fixed, or if I needed to go to a new dentist, he was going to be like, I know a guy. Do you know what I mean? So jokingly, I feel like kind of like a mafia person when it comes to your dad. Do you know what I mean? Like I feel like he was well connected in his, and he gave a lot back to the community. Yep, everyone went to your dad, and he donated a lot, like to kids with sports. If he didn't want, like, your dad was like, yeah, hardworking people do that, but he was like, not on my watch. It was like, no kid is going to be left out of Christmas. Like I feel like if he heard about a kid that wanted to play baseball, and it was a single parent mom and they didn't have any money, like I feel like he would give them money. Do you know what I mean? Like that person's going to find a way, find like $20, you know, somehow given from them to your dad. I'm just feeling like your dad was very generous. Does this make sense too when he says that? And thank you guys. You probably think I'm doing a reading for you. If you just came in, I'm giving a reading to Monica from her dad. He gave people time for coaching, and he did a lot for people, and he always spoiled his grandkids. Okay, that's what I'm seeing. And it was very close to his heart. There's something. Metal. See, I know your dad. I know. So this is the way your dad's showing me. And I believe you that he wasn't in the service. But he said something like Medal of Honor. So I know that, and this is how it happens, is like somebody gave him like an award for great community service. Like his business got awards for that. Does that make sense? Because I can see your dad, and then I feel like when he's saying Medal of Honor, then I know that for him, it's, yeah. Does that make sense, Monica? You won an award that he was super proud of. Okay. He told everyone who listened about it. That's why he keeps talking about. Are you a teacher? Is someone in the family a teacher? Are you just really good with kids? You are. You are a teacher? How would I know that? Look at him. He can see. He just knows. So one of the things that he tells me, he's like, Julie, Monica thinks she's smart. She's 10 times smarter than she thinks she is. Yeah. So he's glad that you're doing the work that you're doing. Someone is going to be writing children's books. I know, because I keep pointing to my books. I'm like, if I self-publish, anybody can self-publish. Yeah, he always told you that you were 10 times smarter than he thinks. Yeah. And would your dad, did he have like a lot of, he told me how proud he was of me at my job. So proud. He's like, you're a saint to do the work that you do with the pay that you have. That's what he says. Did your dad walk around with change in his pockets and whistle? Like, I feel like I'm walking around. I always have some change in my pocket, or there are a bunch of keys, because I can hear like, I don't hear that sound anymore because people don't have as many keys with smart keys and stuff. But would he keep his keys in his pocket, and did he whistle? I feel like I hear that. I can't whistle. Pretending. But I hear jingling, like I have a lot of keys or I have change in my pocket, if that makes any sense. He always had dollars for the kids. Yeah, he did. So change in his pocket. Are you retired, or are you and he was always singing a song. Yep. I swear I keep hearing, I don't know if you're a big Disney fan or if he would sing these songs. Mr. Bluebird on your shoulder. Are bluebirds a sign from you and your dad? Did he wear blue all the time or something? Or have blue eyes like Frank Sinatra? I'm like, what am I trying to see here? Are you getting close to He's talking about retiring. Are you retired? Are you getting close to retiring? He keeps talking about that. And he's saying, like, even after you're retired, you're going to do some type of work because you like to stay busy and serve the community. He just shows me that. He wanted me to change districts. Yeah. But he's like, she's a saint, Julie. She's a saint. There's a movie called Freedom Writers. Can't remember the name of the actress in it. But your dad makes me feel like that. So you must be working for, like, underprivileged children. Always told you to be a politician. Are you close to retiring or retired? Because he just shows me that. I don't know if you've ever written a book, but if I can write a book, anybody can. I feel like you're going to be very good at it. You're only 38. Okay. There's something about where he's like, who's close to retiring in your family? Something close to retiring. He just keeps saying that. So I don't know if he passed away close to retirement, if someone's close to retiring, that's how he said it to me. So I have to pay attention to that. My mom and they were I think you're saying they were separated. Yeah. Can I tell you, he makes me feel like he was only 60. Okay. He makes me feel like he was, how do I want to say it? He's telling me he could be stubborn sometimes, and he could be a lot to take for a person. So I feel like he's owning his part in being partly responsible for their separation. Does that make sense to you when I say that? He was a great guy, but he was a great guy and within the community, but being married to him was a different thing. Yes, very stubborn. Yeah. He wouldn't have admitted that here, but he's admitting that there. Did he have a heart attack or something? His heart hurts to me. I feel like he feels like he wants to give your mom an apology. Yeah, he wasn't the best husband. I was putting that mildly, but you've already said it. He wasn't the best husband. No, he wasn't. He was not the best husband. But he didn't fully let her know that this wasn't her fault. Do you know what I mean? And he's wanting to do that now. I'm going to record this after. Now, obviously, my name is Julie. I'm seeing that. Is somebody named Julia? Monica? Carolyn? What is your mom's name? He passed of cancer and they made their peace in the end. Okay. He's coming through and he's just reiterating. Or Aurelia. Yeah, I would never have been able to come up with that name. Do you guys also have like a Julie or Julia in your family? I'm actually just Julie or Jules, but I do not like being called Julia. I literally heard Julia. So does your mom cook like Julia Childs or something like that? Or is there a Julia in the family? He shows me that. Not that I know of, then that's okay. Then just write it down. He's showing it. I literally heard like Julia, but we have a lot of people in here. Just going to be open to what it is that he's showing me, okay? I wish she cooked. Yeah. Oh, you're such... So, just on a side note, Monica, do you teach elementary school kids? Yeah, and somebody's saying they have a daughter named Julia. Once I'm giving one person a reading, I know this is for them. I'll just be open. Preschool. Okay. So if you look up or if you message me, I write a lot of children's books too. And I've written a book called The Night the Moon Was Hiding. And it actually has a sing-along and a read-along. And it's great for kids your age. It's called The Night the Moon Was Hiding. And one time I'll do story time on here because I actually have like puppets and I would visit schools. I went to school to be a school teacher actually. And I love kids. So all my books are about inspiring kids, making them feel better about themselves. So anyway, yeah. So I just feel like he's so glad that you're a teacher, but I'm telling you, if you get an idea to write, I just see that around you as well. Okay. But if you're interested in that, just message me. I'll try to send you a copy. It's called The Night the Moon Was Hiding by Julie Dart. So it's on Amazon too. And by Apple Music or something like that. I have thought about a book, Grief for Kids. Please do. He won't. Ever since you're on here, he will not. He's like, book, read book. I'm like, okay. He won't stop talking about it. Yeah, please, Monica. He's encouraging you. There's not enough books out there, so I definitely encourage you to do that. See, everybody's encouraging you. We need more books out there on grieving for kids. Perfect. So I'm going to pause here for a moment. Monica, I'm so glad he came through. He wishes he could have been a better father figure and father but he was like, he did a lot in the community. You're welcome. I'm going to record this later if you can. Have it on my YouTube channel and show your mom that he just really cares about her. You know what I mean? He blew it. She was the best. Can I tell you before you go, Monica, she was the best that he ever had, and he never had it that good again. He never had it that good again. He blew it, he says. Reminds me of that movie 17 again with Zac Efron. I wish I could do more readings. I'm getting kind of sleepy, you guys. I'm going to try to go live more often. If you guys aren't following me, I would highly suggest that so that you could have these. He really did. She was the love of his life. Yep. And he never had it that good again. He blew it. And it's not like she wasn't patient, because she was hanging in there with him. But gosh, and finally it just was like a tightrope. She just had to let, like a kite, and hanging on to a kite in a storm. That's what it was like being married to your dad. And she just had to like let go of that kite and let it go. I'm going to try to go on here live more often. If you guys aren't following me and you like the messages that I gave tonight, please try to follow me so that you can see when I'm going on live. And that's a great way to do that too. For those of you who might want a private reading, I do that. You can check out my bio. And I think I'm going to head off to go to sleep pretty soon. But I wanted to thank the moderators for coming on here. And I also wanted to thank everybody who let me read them. Moderators, you're so amazing. Thanks, Alyssa. I saw your question. I'm sorry I couldn't get to you. I'm getting a little bit sleepy. I did want to come on here with everything going on in the world. Let's just spread random acts of kindness to one another. I love you guys so much. And remember, you don't need a medium to talk to your family. You can just talk to them. They hear you, and they love you. Thank you, moderator, lover of music. I love you guys. I will talk to you later. I'm going to go snooze. Sweet dreams, everybody. Till we meet again. Lots of love.